Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending, of course, on where and when you are watching today's live sale. It is I, Michael Todd. You guys, thank you so much for being here with me live today. I greatly appreciate it. And to anybody out there that is watching the replay, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that also. Whether you are here to engage in community and in the chat, thank you so much. If I get to be your background noise, for some folks out there, I'm definitely flattered. Thank you. As always, I've enjoyed starting the live sale a little bit earlier, just so that way we can say all of our greetings. We can do as many shout outs as possible, and then kind of be on time to start this sale. I'm definitely a little bit earlier, a little bit earlier than I normally am. And you know what? I just felt like going with it. So we're going to go with it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the greetings to everybody that's able to join me here today live. Again, thank you, Miss Lisa Shields, as always. See you later, Lisa. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Appreciate you. Miss Karen, how are you doing today? Sweet, Michael. Now, Karen, listen, I have a reputation to uphold. You can't be putting out there that I'm sweet. I don't know about all of that. Deny, deny, deny. Hey, Stephanie, how are you doing today? Thank you, lady, for being here. Always a pleasure. Cheryl, it is my look. I got the coffee today. It's an iced coffee from the Starbucks. Y'all know how I do it. 4 pumps of classic, no cream. We love it strong. And that is a special thank you to Miss Audrey Patterson for supplying that again today. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Kim, how are you doing today? I'm hoping everything worked out for you yesterday. It's good to see you here. Please make sure to tell Bob and Kathy Rose and Phil that I do say hello. Hello, Miss Perla. How are you doing today? Always a pleasure to have you here. Miss Diane, good afternoon. I hope you are having a good day so far. Miss Joan D, lady, it is always a pleasure. Make sure to tell Heidi I say hello. Hello, Miss Esther, loving the name as always. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Glowy lady, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here again today. Melissa, lady, how are you doing today, Miss Black? A pleasure. Samantha, she's working and lurking again. I appreciate being able to be your background noise today. Miss Barbara, how are you doing today? Thank you. I'm glad that you are enjoying the wreath. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you, Barbara. Oh, and two, let me go ahead and put this out there so you'll know. Was it 2 weeks ago now? Wow. I did the sale with Enamor Amy, and I began the Toys for Tots drive, and a lot of you were able to donate to the cause. We were able to we reached $1,973 to be exact for Toys for Tots. That video has been filmed. I did the shopping. The toys have been dropped off safely and securely. That video is going to be coming out this Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So do be on the lookout for that. Thank you all so much for making that a possibility. And if you weren't able to donate or you weren't able to make a purchase at the sale, just know that you have in fact played a role in being able to do that yet again for the third year in a row. It was a great success. So thank you guys for that so much. Hello, Jen. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. We got the two Glassy sisters, not one sister, but two, both. Donnie girl, what? Thank you. I'm glad that you could make it here today. Thanks for being here. Hello, Heather. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Betsy, lady, how are you doing this afternoon? Appreciate it. Oh my, vintage. I'm well. How are you doing today, Miss Kim? How are you doing today? Let's see. Sleep and Bee, she's awake. Are you awake for the sale today? I hope so. Hey Jane, how are you doing there today? Thank you for being here. Ladurna girl, how are you doing today? Oh, how was Bama? Oh, you getting packed to go to Bama? She said, I'm going south. I'm going south. Hey Samantha, how are you doing today? Oh, she's here with the honor of Gray Skull. Hello, Shira. How are you doing today? Sorry about my mix up last week, but hey, Papa McGill, how are you doing today? Lady, thanks for being here. Oh, Richard is here, but he is lurking. He is lurking today. That's all right. I'm flattered. Hey, Rebecca, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Jeannie, how are you doing today? Merry Christmas to y'all. Happy holidays. Um, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa. I hope you all are having a great holiday season so far. We got Vals is with us in the chat. How are you doing today? And Diane, good afternoon. Thanks for being here. Hey, Joan, how are you doing today, lady? Thanks for being here. LaDonna girl, you fly safe, okay? Them people could be getting crazier out there in them airlines, right? Prayers for LaDonna. Hey, Ivies, how are you doing today? From the Maine. From Maine. I hear there are unapproved items in sale today. What are you talking about? Hey, Jeff, how are you doing today? Yes, I did it again. Oops, I. There are a number of things I didn't. Richard didn't get to see the photos for today's sale. He got to see them right along with everybody else. he did, he got to do it with right. I don't know. Do I? Is Ruthie here? I didn't check my Instagram messages. I don't know. Hey Brenda, how are you doing today? Thanks for being here. Hey Colleen, how are from Cyprus? Now, Miss Colleen, is Cypress Island? Are you in Georgia? Is that one of the? I might be. No. Am I getting Dolphin Island used? Maybe. I don't know. Colleen, you don't have to put in there if you're uncomfortable doing that. No, I'm not selling the babies. Never, never selling the babies. Um, okay, whale. Hold on, let me check. I'm still here. You don't have to go anywhere. Bloop, bloop. Uh, well, maybe. We'll see, Kim. Hey, Patricia. Oh no, homesick. That's okay. I hope you feel better. Hopefully, you get some laughs today to help you feel a little bit better. Where can I find the Coast to Boat Snowball candle? Oh, Colleen, you're in the Mediterranean? What, lady? Okay, thanks for being here. Hey, Miss Gutierrez, how are you doing today? Yes, it's good to see you here. Um, Jane, I think honestly, if you just want it now for the holiday season, I would say just get it off of eBay. You could always check, of course, before you head on over to eBay. There is this wonderful, wonderful vintage and antique website called virtualantiquemarketplace.com. That is always a great place to stop first. You can, in fact, search all of the sellers simply by typing in the item you're looking for. So if you put in Costabota Snowball, Costabota maybe Candlestick, it might show up there for you. I will say this, our Vamp sellers are very competitive with eBay pricing. So chances are you probably find it a little bit cheaper than you would on eBay. You can't quote me on that, of course, but I would definitely recommend checking out there first. And then if you can't find it, of course, there's always the eBay. Kim, it looks like you're off the hook because we got her. Miss Ruthie B is here in the chat. Miss Ruthie B is in the chat. Hey, Shenanigans, how are you doing today? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is, hey, Pammy Whammy, how you doing? Hey, Debs. Miss Debs Fines is here. How you doing? That coffee pot was slow today. She was brewing the coffee. It's fresh brewed. All righty, let's get into the nuts and the berries of the sale. So today's sale, of course, you guys, I've got quite a few offer. I think everything is an offer up today. Now, if you are a new buyer or a buyer that hasn't been with me, enchanté, Miss Laurent, enchanté. So if you are a new buyer or somebody that hasn't been with me in a while, I am going to need you to send me out an email. You send it right out here to the.Cult.Of.Vintage@yahoo.com. Of course, that is the banner that you are going to see pop up sporadically throughout the sale. It is the pinned comment that you are seeing at the top of the chat. That is that blue rectangle that you see up there. And last, but definitely not least, it is, of course, in the description of the video. Hey, Pat, how are you doing today? The information that you're going to want to include is your real name if it's different than your YouTube username, your full shipping address, including your zip code. That way I can get you the calculated discounted shipping. And last but definitely not least is the email address that you use for PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, yes, you can still make a purchase today. You want to send the same contact information to the same email. Just let me know that you would like a guest link. I will be able to send you a guest link utilizing PayPal. You won't have to sign up for an account. You can use any credit or debit card that you would like. It is super safe, it is super secure. And the added bonus to that is that you will still, in fact, receive your buyer's protection. Okay. I will be invoicing as usual this evening at the conclusion of the sale. I am shipping, of course, from Pennsylvania. And again, with the shipping, I do use a discounted shipping program, and that discount is then directly passed right on to you. So there's no additional fees on that. Okay. Um, I know, Poppy. They are growing fast. They are growing fast, especially Louis. He seems to be getting longer. Gracie is getting a little bit of height on her, but that little underbite of hers, I relate. There's no judgment, but I do call her Tooth. I say, hey, Tooth. It is the sweetest little thing. Richard sent me a picture the other day, and it just her underbite was on full display. I have to post that photo because it was just absolutely adorable. So, interested to see how that plays out when she gets her adult teeth, but we'll see, right? She just has character, that's all. Um, Now, with our offer ups today, we do have our one, the only. Hey, Claire, how are you doing today from the Silver Moon in Lewisburg? How are you doing? One of the best places to shop. Make sure to check that out. How are you doing today, Claire? So with our offer ups today, you guys, we have the one, the only. We've got Miss Ruthie B is going to be our official bid enders. You guys, a huge round of applause for Miss Ruthie for yet again taking time out of her day to be here with me on this sale, as she has consistently done for what, girl, over a year now. Really appreciate you, lady. Huge round of applause. There she is. You're going to be racing against Miss Ruthie B. Listen, the name of the game. Hey Heidi, how you doing? The name of the game with Ruthie is she's got fast internet and she got fast fingers. So you got to get in those bid ads. No, girl, you on time? You here? We haven't started the sale. So you got to get in those bids or those just in cases. As always, with the just in case, I am going to still ask the same two things. One, if you would like to use the just in case that you've been an active bidder up until that point, and of course, hold on to those just in cases until you hear the count. Ooh, pause. Okay, so those two things with the just in case. If you don't want to use the just in case, you don't have to, you're not obligated, there is no commitment. I just want you to know that I will be honoring those. If you don't want to use it, you just throw in your highest bid if you're interested. Hey, Wendy, how are you doing today? Hello to everybody out there that I missed. I do apologize. Again, thank you all for being here. All right. Wide variety of items in today's sale. We have some Christmas. We've got a good bit of Victorian glass for you. We have some antique pottery. We've got some antique metals. Y'all, I feel like I did it in this sale. So without further ado, let's get a sip of coffee. Let's get into our first item of the sale. I'm going to start the first item off at $16 if, of course, anybody is interested. Ooh, it is some mid-century Italian glass. It is the amethyst, a little stemmed candy dish. It does, as you were seeing, have like a rippled uh, optic pattern to it. It does have a clear stem on it, which has been applied. I do want to let you know there are no chips or cracks to the glass or flea bites, either to the rim or to the lid. I do want to let you know with the pedestal, this applied piece Okay, this is not completely flush with the base. There is a little bit of a wobble. It will sit straight, but when you do, and listen, I'm telling you, when you do, if anybody is interested, you set it down, it might wobble on you a little bit, but it will rest and it does sit firmly. Okay. So a great, beautiful mid-century piece in an amethyst. This amethyst is more of a vintage amethyst, so it has more of that true purple amethyst color to it versus like the antique where it has like a brown undertone to it. Clearly, it's got an applied clear stem and base, as well as a finial on the top. Thank you, Miss Melissa, keeping in mind that the finial on top does have a satin glass finish to it, okay? So it's not dirty or anything like that. Don't focus on me. So it is, why are you focusing on me, sir? Hey, focus here. Hey, Dusty. So it does have that satin glass finish to the top of it, okay? Measures 9 inches tall. That is from base to the top of the finial, 9 inches tall. It's a great pop of color, doesn't take up a lot of room. You could certainly use this by all means, but I really like them empty. It goes great again with brass. All right. Great jewel tone to it. Miss Jones getting in on the action at 20. Ladies, thank you both so much for your bids. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. I will do, hey, Miss Jenny, girl, just to make it easier on you, you don't have to put in the dollar sign if you're feeling it, by all means. But if you got to get those fingers in, you don't have to, but do you, do you. All right, let's do the countdown for y'all. I will do the 20-second. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Now, I'm not going to call this one Empoli. I'm just calling it Italian glass. I can't say with certainty that it is an Empoli. Miss Melissa got your just in case lady. There's our purple. There's our purple heart, or is it pink heart? Purple heart a bid. And thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Hey Heidi, how are you doing today? Thank you, Miss Ruthie. Thank you, ladies, all for your bids. Miss Jenny was holding it down at the 25. Miss Melissa came in with her just in case of 37. So at 36, Miss Mel no, at 26, Miss Melissa, congratulations and thank you so very much. All right, let's get you written down here, lady. Miss Melissa B. Ooh, this next piece, y'all, this is definitely a different piece. I loved it. It really, I don't know, it spoke to me so much. I'm going to start it off at $18. If anybody is interested, it's in really good condition. It is kind of handmade. It's almost an antique. It is dated 1931. I'm going to show you the back and then I'm going to show you the front. Okay. Hey, Roberta, how are you doing today? So this is what's going on with the back. There is obviously some condition issues to the back of it here. This is an explanation of what it is on the front. Okay. So far as the artwork that's on the front of it. Now, that's not all of the artwork that is explained on it. Down here, we have got the artisan tag, okay? So it says needle painted by Miss Stella U. Sigfield. Stella U. Sigfield needle painted this. It says November 26, 1931. All right. So 1931. Look at how so this is fabric, and then you can see the needle painting that was done on it. So she embroidered on top of the cloth. I just think it is an absolute darling little piece. It is a little Victorian courting scene, but again, the needle painting itself was done in 1931. Okay. I love the glass, the black and gold. Okay. It is a smaller piece too, so shipping is really nice on this. It's just a great little accent. There is still the original little hang tag, so you can hang it on the wall. You could prop it up kind of like on a plate stand if you would like. Thank you, Miss Lopez. I got you in at 20. Thank you, Debs. I got you at 18. Thank you, ladies. I love this as a little accent. It clearly is going to go really well. I know, right, LaDonna? It'll go really well with kind of like your Victorian, your Grand Millennial, your Granny Chic vibe to it. But, like me, I've got like the gallery wall. So these smaller pieces really do, if you have a gallery wall, these smaller pieces are great to kind of break it up and give a little bit more visual appeal to it. So the glass itself, the painting on the glass, the fabric seems to be in really good condition. The needle painting or embroidery is done very well. Clearly, she did a lot in the grass and in the flowers if you're seeing it. Now, with the people, she just did more of an outline. She didn't go all in on the people. I think it probably would have been a little too muddled given how fine it is. So I love what she did. She did leave, the background with the exception of right here without any of the embroidery on it, but it is so sweet. I love this. I saw it and I started whispering. When I see something and I start whispering, that means I'm trying to like control my excitement. It measures 5 by 6, 5 by 6. So the condition back here, the page got ripped. It's an explanation of the courting scene on the front. But this is where it was at for me. So Miss Stella U. Sigfield, needle painted again, November 26, 1931. It's the cutest little thing ever. I love these things. I love these things. All right, and Miss Debs is now up to 25. Miss Joan, I see ya. Miss Debs, I see ya. Ladies, thank you so much. 5 by 6. I don't know. These things just do something to me. Let's go ahead and do the countdown for you, ladies. Thank you for the bids. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. You can see like the texturing. At first, I thought it was like paper, and I was like, dang. But it is like a cloth. You can see the grain in the cloth. Agreed, Heidi, definitely small, but mighty. There is our artist palette bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Ladies, thank you all so much for your bids. I greatly appreciate that. So Ms. Debs lady at 25, congratulations and thank you. What a wonderful little piece. It's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, we'll set that back here. Safe and sound. Love it. All right, where are we go? Okay, well, 18 is a popular number because we're going to use it again. So the next piece, we're going to start off, at 18 again, if anybody is interested. Now listen, it is hand-painted Fenton because this is how we're going to do it. It is hand-painted by something Stevens, J. Stevens. It is obviously, it's a blue satin glass, okay, hand-painted by J. Stevens. And it is the mini pedestal swung base, again in a blue satin. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. Alrighty, we've got blue flower painted on the front. This is, I guess, traditionally your front, but we do have on the inverse another smaller kind of blossom painting here on the back. Painting is in really good condition. There's no scratches or gouges to the paint. Those are in really good condition. I know. I just love these little accents. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you love the swung bases, but you simply don't have the space, think outside of the box and go for these smaller swung bases. Fenton, Viking, Ellie Smith, so many of the glass companies did these mini bases. You can get that swung base collection just think about the small and the mediums, and you'll get a really high impact look to it without taking up as much space. Maybe you do have a larger collection of the swung bases. I'd encourage you to pick up some of the smaller ones, just again to break up the sight line so that you have different heights in there. I really like the visual appeal of that. So again, something to keep in mind. I see a number of 18s. We've got Duchick is the first. Oh, Miss Stephanie's back in at 19. We are at 7 3/4 inches tall. 7 3/4 inches tall on this one. Okay, so almost 8 inches. Alrighty. She's darling, she's precious. Very like 80s vibes to it. I'm telling you that 80s, 90s, Misty and I were just talking about this, that 80s and 90s decor, we really do see that as kind of like the emerging trend right now. Duchick is back in it at 20. Ladies, thank you all again for the bids. Listen, my thumbs up says 15. If you want to hit that thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. It's absolutely free, just a little encouragement, right? It is darling. We're all about the darling pieces today. So two-sided, both hand painted, paint's in really good condition. And again, it is hand painted by Jay Stevens. I love it when they use monotone on the hand painting. Makes it so much easier to read. 7 3/4 inches tall. Let's do the countdown for y'all. Here we go. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ciao, Jean. Ciao, ciao. Oh, Miss Stephanie's in it at 22. Ooh, the 23s are at a mad dash. There is our snowflake bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I appreciate you, lady. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for the bids. Miss Stephanie had it at 22. So Deb's Find came in with a 23. Duchick also came in with a 23. But that first 23 that I see is Miss Deb's Finds. Congratulations and thank you again, Deb. This little cutie is coming to you. She's getting the tiny treasure. Michael. So, y'all, and just so you know, everyone can put it in the chat. Of course, Mama Wanda is out there watching today. Hello to Mama Wanda. That's right, Miss Debs. And now I don't know if she's with us right now. Hopefully, she was able to navigate the YouTubes. Um, we might have Richard's mother, Miss Lydia, may be watching us. So, hello, Miss Lydia. I hope that you were feeling better, lady. Round of hello to both Mama Wanda and Miss Lydia. Hope you all are having a good day. Well, I know Mom is, but all righty. Start our next item. We're going to start it off. Ooh, okay. Well, Jeannie, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I really consider myself to be more of entertainment value than educational, but I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one of my most favorite Fenton patterns molds. I guess I should say, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Say it with me. It's the one, it's the only, it is Valencia. We've got it in the colonial green today. Now, this is obviously a candy dish. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. There is just something about, Michael, there is just something about the Valencia pat. Okay, Miss Jones just threw it down. Um, Thank you, LaDonna. I really appreciate that. There's just something about the Valencia pattern that really speaks to me. I can't put my finger on it. Hey, Deanna, how are you doing? Thank you for your bid, lady. Valencia, says Stephanie Kite. There are no chips, there are no cracks, there are no flea bites to our candy dish here. This one is coming in at 7.5 inches, 7.5 inches from base to the top of the finial. Now, Miss Pammy Whammy has got, Pammy, you got the Amberina one. She's going for the collection. I love this little shape of this candy dish, right? They did make, hey, Rebecca, how are you doing? They did make a variety of different pieces from console bowls, candy dishes, swung vases. There's a lot that they did so far as uh, shape, but they didn't produce a lot in the Valencia line. So snatch them up whenever you find them. This, of course, is a great green, more of like a pine green for a more traditional Christmas look, but great for the fall. I like these because it is in an earth tone. So it is a mid-century glass piece. It is unstamped, by the way. But I think that you could put this into your like antique decor. We've got like the child's or the salesman sample back here, the silver plate, the antique doll. I think that that really complements that because we're working again with the color palette. So if you love stuff from different eras, right, and you don't really like the eclectic vibe, then just pick a color palette and you can shop any era, any decade, and just work within that color palette and you'll have a very cohesive look. So the Fenton Valencia candy dish, in again the colonial green. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. Okay. And it stands at exactly 7.5 inches tall. Ladies, thank you all for the bids. Miss Rebecca T is winning it at 30. Let's go ahead and start the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, no, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. It does, the Valencia pattern does have very much like a jeweled look to it though. And I love it when we can find it in the more jewel toned colors because it really does kind of look like a sapphire, an emerald, a ruby, if you will, a diamond. Uh-oh. Ooh, and a spring display, not mad at it. We got just in cases coming in. Now, Kim gonna be out there talking about it's only 55 degrees. Girl, please. Green apple. Bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruth the B. Appreciate you, Kim. Now, come on. She said, I'm cold. I got my sweater on. I got the snuggie out the closet. All right, we had Miss Joan holding it down at 32. Miss Pammy Whammy, Melissa, I got you at 31. Miss Pammy Whammy came in with that just in case of 35, but Miss Melissa had her just in case of 41. So at 36, congratulations and thank you again, Melissa. The Valencia is coming to you, lady. Thank you. All righty. Now I was kind of sneaky. I was, y'all, because I've said, you know how much I love the Valencia and I love it when we can find it in a jewel tone, right? Maybe a little sapphire realness. Let's start this one off at $25. If, of course, anybody is interested. Well, we did it. Now this has, well, it's in, I'm going to say it's in my top three Fenton colors. I will say it's in my top three, but their colonial blue, I love. I love their colonial blue. So we do have the Valencia. Yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen. The Valencia little small console bowl. It's in, again, their colonial blue. There are no chips, there are no cracks. Look at how beautiful. Again, it's giving me like a faceted jewel look to it when we peer down into it. This is great for that 1950s Christmas. So the red, the green, and the blue, it gives you a great Christmas vibe to it. Clearly, this is going to go beautifully. I know that's the word, vibrant, Joanna. The colonial blue from Benton is like the Leo Ward kind of blue to it. There's a vibrancy to it. And I think that that vibrancy, the color, is enhanced by the Valencia pattern. It is a little difficult to show, not going to lie. Gorgeous color. You can see it reflecting there on my hand. Again, we have no chips, no cracks on this. It is a relatively smaller piece. It is 3.5 inches tall, 3.5 inches tall. The diameter on the bowl, you are looking at 7.5 inches, exactly 7.5 inch diameter on that one. Again, it is the Fenton unstamped, by the way, unstamped Valencia pattern and that gorgeous colonial blue. I know, I love, 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 love. Miss Jones holding it down at 25. This goes great with Milk Glass Jones. She says, I know. Talk about that. You have your white milk glass, your colonial blue, then throw in some ruby red glass, bam. You got those patriotic colors, the Americana covered, or French, right? Parisian, sure, why not? Let's do the countdown for you. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I'm in love with that color though. Yeah, no chips or cracks on it. I'll show you this. Unstamped Fenton. Gorgeous. Whew. There's our grape bid end. She went in with the grapes. Thanks for the bid end, Miss Ruthie B. Thank you everyone so much for the bids. We got Miss Stephanie Kite came in at 26. No, that's blueberry bid end. Sorry, it's showing as um, grapes on StreamYard, but blueberries. Thank you for the bid end, regardless. Ruthie, Stephanie, lady, congratulations. And thank you at 26. That beauty is coming to you. Okay, let's do some Victorian stuff. I love this piece. Kind of shocked that I'm selling it, not gonna lie. This is a very old world, very traditional piece. If you want to add it into your Christmas decor, I think that this would be a beautiful, striking piece with the silver plate, the dark woods, and then just some pine or holly and leaf, or holly and berry, pardon me. Oh, now, I'm going to start it off at $40. There are no condition issues to it outside of the silver plate having some patina to it. The glass is in excellent condition. So we do have our red satin glass. Okay, it is clearly quilted. This is a molded with the silver plate top and handle. Everything is intact. Okay, excellent condition. Show you on the interior. Okay. Imagine, if you kind of wanted to take the lid off, you kind of prop it to the side, having those pines come out of here with just a little bit of the holly and berry. Definitely, like I said, a very old world, very traditional kind of Christmas vibe to it. Or if you're just a lover of kind of like your antiques. So while again, not a true antique, kind of like that Victorian era, this is an excellent addition to it. I just love this. Like I say, there's no condition issues to the glass itself. This silver plate clearly has some patina. I'll give you a little close up there on the handle detail. So we do have a beaded handle on that one. Our finial, okay. Again, I love this piece. Very traditional. We are coming in at 7.5 inches tall from base, of course, to the top of the finial while the lid is on. 7.5 inches tall. You know, let's do this. You see, Miss Beth C's coming in. Get it, Miss Beth. I don't, it's subjective. If you were to polish up the silver, this is what you're working with. Am I the only one? I feel like I'm preaching to the choir on this one, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. You know, it's the patina that really speaks to me. Again, to each their own, subjective. Somebody's like, no, I much prefer the polished high shine of the silver plate. I'm just digging the patina. I really truly am. All right, Miss Gloria's in it at 50. Miss Beth C. Patina all day, says Mary Anderson. Y'all, what do you think? Patina? Or would you shine it up? And if you would shine it up, don't have to. Team Patina, Patina, Patina. See, I felt like I was preaching to the choir. But if you're out there being like, no, put the shine on it, right? Get it. No chips or cracks to the glass. It is an unmarked piece of glass. Again, 1800s on this one. No shine, no shine, right? She's showing her age. We all got a little patina as we age, right? All right, ladies, thank you both for the bids. Greatly appreciate it. And again, from base to the top of our finial, we are at 7.5 inches tall. And again, it is a beaded handle on that one. It is nice and secure. It's not loose. It doesn't wiggle or anything like that. So great antique condition. Let's go ahead and do the countdown for you. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Whoa. What, Michael? I'm trying to give you the look. Get the hand out of the way. See with that other silver plate? I mean, clearly, as example, I like the patina on it. Ooh, that's Seagirl. There is our red heel. That's a red heel bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Beth, you had high bid at 55. You threw in that just in case, but lady, you didn't need it at $55. It is coming to you. A lot of times I see these out or marketed and sold as sweetmeats. Sweetmeat jar. I mean, you could totally use it. Clean it out. You'd be good to go. I know your guests would be like, where am I at today? Okay. So we got Miss Beth C at 55. Thank you, lady. Okay, this is our big, like size-wise item of the sale. It's in really good condition. Now I'm gonna start it off. We'll start it off at 70 if anybody is interested. We'll start it off at 70. This measures 16.5 inches tall. 16.5 inches tall. I got to set this stuff down quick. It's Christmas. This is what it is. Okay. It is the ceramic Christmas tree. It is the Atlantic mold Christmas tree. Now, please keep, geez, Michael, no chips or cracks. There's no flea bites to it. Keep in mind the measurement of 16.5 inches is, of course, with the base. So we've got the ceramic Christmas tree with the clear bulbs. Now, these have been glued in. They kind of look like the teardrop shape. I don't know if you can see it, but there are little stars that have been molded into those teardrop, very flame-like. The clear bulbs are actually how I have my ceramic Christmas trees. I really like it. Again, talk about something that would go really well if you have those glass trees. This is the perfect accent to it with those clear bulbs, okay? So again, 16.5 inches tall. It is the Atlantic mold. The lights have been glued in. Now, some of them are a little loose, I will say, but I didn't find any that you could like rip out. Now, there is no star because there is no hole on this one, okay? There is a way, I think you can get a ceramic drill, a ceramic bit, pardon me, and it will do that, but I would be too terrified to do that, okay? So it does, of course, include its base. Let me set the tree down. So we do have the base. The base is original. However, all of the wiring, and again, the base is the original Atlantic mold. Okay. It's the very traditional base. The wiring has been completely redone. So this is a brand new. It is on the toggle switch. So you can plug it in and just have to use the toggle switch. The electrical component, the socket is brand new, as is the bulb. So this is more of like the Edison style. I prefer these longer ones because you get more light to go up through the tree. The base itself, again, has no chips or cracks on it. And again, it has been freshly rewired for you with the toggle switch. Okay. So 16.5 inches tall. Let me set this up here, y'all. 16.5 inches tall. That, of course, is when the tree is seated. The clear lights have been glued in. The lights, again, have like the little stars molded into them. No chips, no cracks to any of the branches. I prefer the clear bulbs myself, right? But if there is no interest on that one, we're going to set it to the side. Maybe I'll add that one to my own little personal forest. Oh, no, Miss Melissa Black is coming in at 70. So let's do the countdown for Miss Melissa then. Remember, only Melissa can use her just in case now. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You know, Kim, I'm just saying, it's a pine tree. And I think that's why they did it with the clear bulbs, you know? There's our tree bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Miss Melissa, girl, you got a ceramic Christmas tree for $70. Congratulations and thank you again. It is coming to you, lady. All righty. Let's do some antique pottery. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to bring you guys some antique pottery. Now, if you know me, you probably know what antique pottery. Oh, Denise, that came in after the bid end, but I do appreciate you, lady. Um, if you know me, you probably know what antique pottery company I'm about to pull out for you. Okay, I'm really excited about this piece. I think it is beautiful, and it's something that you could use year round. It's got a very traditional look to it, but we're going to do it. Okay. It is a difficult pattern to get, and I got it for a great price. Oh, Denise, girl, you're really lagging. So something to keep in mind, you guys, I don't know if you remember it, but if you're watching on the phone and you tap the video, it will show you that little gear. Again, if you're watching on your computer, if you tap the screen, it'll show you the little gear. When you tap on the gear, it'll say playback speed, select 2 times. It will not you won't have to exit out of the sale, but it'll actually speed up the video and it catches you up. I might sound like a chipmunk, but it will speed you up into the live itself, okay? All right, we're gonna start our next piece off, if of course anybody is interested, at $55. Y'all, it is some antique Weller pottery. It's been a hot minute. Now, this one is unstamped, okay? It is the console bowl, all right? There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. There is some crazing that you'll be able to see, but otherwise she is in excellent condition. Again, it's like a console or a credenza bowl, if you will. It is the grape pattern. The grapes have been applied. Look at that vine detail on that one. This is a beauty. Now, you know, front facing, rear facing, it is identical to it. Look at that. It is stunning. I love this piece. Definitely something that you could keep in the middle of the dining room table throughout the course of the year and kind of change out the florals in it. Maybe you don't want to do some florals. Maybe you want to do like a candlescape in it. Um, Perhaps what you could do is like a combination candle florals. Obviously, if you want to do the combination, I would recommend like one of the Luminaire candles in there, the battery operated candles in there. Again, it is the antique Weller. It is in the grape pattern. Okay, there are no chips, there are no cracks. It measures 4.5 inches tall, 4.5 inches tall, and then you have a length. And keep in mind with the length, I did measure from handle. They're not really true handles. I mean, you can kind of get your thumb in there a little bit, but you're not holding it by that. but from bump to bump here, you're at 13 inches exactly. 13 inches exactly in length, and again, 4.5 inches in height. You say there are no chips, there are no cracks to this piece. It very much reminds me of Victorian, Austrian, let me be clear, Art Nouveau Austrian pottery, something like Royal Dux is immediately what comes to mind with the applied fruits. This is an American-made Ohio pottery company. The grapes are applied, as are the branches here on the side. And of course, it is all hand painted and more of a wash. So it creates almost like a watercolor effect to it. This is not conditioned. It's just simply where paint was not put over the leaf. Okay, so that is not a chip. It is under the matte glaze on that one. Again, very traditional, good with your antique decor, or if you have more of like the 80s, 90s, kind of like the Italian kitchen decor, the Mediterranean kitchen decor, this piece would definitely be a little bit more of a sophisticated, elevated addition to that look. So again, Weller pottery, it is unstamped, clearly in the grape pattern, about 1920s, 1930s Ohio pottery from Weller. No condition issues, no interest on that one. We're going to set it to the side and we will keep it moving. Thank you for putting that in the chat, Kim. Appreciate that. Okay, what do we got next? Ooh. You know what goes great with grapes? Cranberries. I'm going to start the next piece off at $40 if anybody is interested in it. Oh gosh, that plastic fruit, I remember. This is unstamped. This is one of the larger hobnail cranberry opalescent vases from Fenton. Again, this one is not stamped. Okay. There are no chips, there are no cracks on it. Again, you love that antique decor. This is it. Now, this is not necessarily antique. This is more than likely from the 50s, and we know that based on the color of the cranberry. I mean, Fenton. Fenton does an excellent job with their opalescence, especially with their hobnail. They create that moonstone effect. So the opalescent is really controlled into those hobnails. Of course, it's super dense then up around the ruffle of it. This is a larger example of the Fenton hobnail. This one is coming in at 7 3/4 inches tall. 7 3/4 inches tall. Valencia, 7 3/4 inches tall on that one. And then you have a diameter on your vase at 6 inches. Keeping in mind, I measure on the diagonal from ruffle to ruffle to get you the widest point on that, okay? So again, 6 inch diameter. You have a total height in on that one at 7 3/4 inches tall. It is the Fenton Cranberry from the 50s, not the antique, okay? Again, putting those pine sprigs in there for your Christmas decor. I mean, it's gorgeous cranberry. You leave it out year round. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely love this color. Okay. All right. If we don't have any interest on that one, oh boy, it makes me a little nervous because we got some cranberry pieces today. We're going to move on then. All righty. Well, maybe the cranberry hobnail isn't your speed. We'll try this one. I'm going to start it off at 35 if anybody is interested. We have got the Fenton Coin Dot Cranberry Vase. This one is such a little cutie. So she's coming in at 6 1/4 inches tall, 6 1/4 inches tall. And then you have a diameter on that ruffle top at 3.5, 3.5 inch diameter. And again, 6 1/4 inch height on this one. This is gonna go great in like a vanity or a bathroom. It's got very much like a perfume bottle vibe to it. Again, there is no Fenton stamp on that one. I love this. It is so cute. Great color saturation on this one. Use it as a bud vase. Don't put anything in it. I don't think that it needs to have anything in it. I think it's got a great presence all in and of itself. Okay. KBEE with the E's is in it at 35. Thank you, lady. Again, no condition issues on that. There are no chips, there are no cracks. We have the Fenton coin dot. They always do such an excellent, look at how even those coin dots are. Of course, they turn more into like the oval as it gets stretched. Maybe this might have been a hidden. Don't you have this one though? Hey, Debs. Debs is in it at 38. Ladies, thank you both for the bids. Do appreciate it. So again, a great pop of color. And this is something that you could use in your Christmas decor. But again, giving you more of like that old world Victorian look to it. No condition issues, no Fenton stamp on that one, ladies and gentlemen. KBEE coming back in at 39. Appreciate you. 6 1/4 inches tall, 3.5 inch diameter on there. And let's go ahead and we will start the countdown. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. KBEE, I got your just in case of 43. You're holding it at 39. There is our mushroom bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Appreciate you, lady. Thank you both for your bids. It is appreciated. KBEE, lady, $39. It is coming to you. Congratulations and thank you. Let's set that one right over. There. Now I'm going to put you right there. Keep it safe. All right. Oh, did I mention there are some bonus items in today's sale? Some kitschy kitty bonus items in today's sale. No, thank you, Kerry. There are, matter of fact. Yeah. All right, whale. Maybe the base is what people were looking for. So I'm going to start the next piece off at 30. This one we have got is the Fenton Cranberry Rose Bowl. Now, this one is coming in at 4 3/4 inches tall. 4 3/4 inches tall. This is one of the shorter, squattier ones. And then you have a diameter on that one at 6.5. Again, this is not an antique piece of Fenton. You can see this isn't one of like the 60s, 70s where their cranberry got very pink. Like it still retains more of like a red undertone than a pink, but you do get a little bit of color variation. See here, it's a little bit more traditional cranberry and then it creeps into that pink and then it's back into that more traditional cranberry. So really interesting look on it. There are no chips, there are no cracks to this one. So I guess by rights, you could rotate it. If you prefer the more pink tone, you could certainly have this front facing or rotate it and you would have more of the traditional Victorian cranberry, but again, from the 50s on this one, okay? So total height again, and that is to the rise of the ruffle. You are in it at wait, was that right? No, 4 3/4 inch rise on that, 4 3/4 inch rise, and a 6.5 inch diameter. Okay. There are no chips, there are no cracks. Again, more of like a traditional Victorian like Christmas. Okay. I don't think there's any interest on that one, so I'm going to set that one to the side also. All right, let's see here. Um, all right, let's switch it up. We're going to do some antique metal. This one has got an excellent presence to it. Oh, I love this next piece. We'll start it off at 35. The hobnail bases, the rose bowls, yeah, they all stack. Yeah. So if you want high impact, you can stack them. We're going to start our next piece off at 35. It is the Victorian, it is, of course, the Victorian jewelry casket. This is definitely one of the larger examples. Okay, yeah. We've got the embossed roses on this piece. Again, clearly there is some patina to it. There is a condition issue, which, the original silk lining is not in it. Somebody at some point put like a mint felt lining into it. You could rip it out if you weren't vibing with it. I mean, personally, I probably would, or you can keep it in there. I mean, that's entirely up to you. Now, this has a height at 5 inches and then a length. You got a length on this one at 7. Okay. So gorgeous antique piece in like the faux gold finish. There has been some patina to it, which honestly I actually really prefer because I think that it adds aesthetic value to it. The pin is original to it. A lot of times you'll find that the pin is missing, the latch has become broken, so they kind of don't, the lid will be present, but you can't like prop it open. So if you would like, Richard pointed out, putting a floral bouquet in there, I think that would be absolutely beautiful, right? Whether it's synthetic, a dry floral arrangement in this would be so stunning. Bye, Deb. Have a good one. So the metal itself, it's a pot metal, so scrap metal. They just kind of threw together, melted it all together, and then threw it into the mold here. So you do have the floral accents with that rose, of course, on the top, a variety of different buds and leaves throughout. I love it. And then again, it is a larger one. It's not one of those little ones. I do love some of the little ones too. These are quite an impressive collection. Height is in it at 5 inches. Again, the length, you are at 7 inches. Okay. So we got Miss Barbara in it at 35. Let's go ahead and do the countdown for you. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Me, of course, I would put all the tiny treasures in there. Put another one of these jewelry caskets inside of this one. You have to open that one to find like your little bisque dolls inside of there. There's our rose bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I do appreciate you. So at $35, Miss Barbara, congratulations and thank you. It is coming to you. That's a great get. All right. We've got some antique Bristol glass. Now, this is more in a custard color. It is not in a satin glass. I love this. 35, if anybody is interested. We have no condition issues on this piece. So again, I love that color. It is such a neutral. So if you're into like the whole beige mom kind of vibe, this would be a great addition. Now, again, it's like a Bristol glass, so you do know it's kind of like the weight and the feel of it. Hey, Miss Ouch, how you doing? Hey, Kim, how are you today? We do have the clear applied base to this, which I absolutely love. Ooh, remnants of a sticker, my apologies. No condition issues, there are no chips, there are no cracks to this. Again, sticking something like some branches coming out of here, like some magnolia or dogwood branches coming out would be absolutely beautiful. 9.5 inches tall. It is 9.5 inches tall. And again, and then there's a diameter at 4. So 4 inches on the ruffle, 9.5 inches tall, no condition issues, but a gorgeous natural color. It would blend, I should say, with just about any decor. This, I do not believe it to be Fenton, Cheryl, because again, it is a thinner Bristol-like glass to it. Jules is in it at 35. I think it's an exceptional piece. Oh, bittersweet or the Chinese lanterns. Absolutely agree. Of course, I'm going to say to put the dry florals in there. I like the muted down tones of the dried florals in there. I mean, shoot, you could go to like Michael's or Hobby Lobby if you wanted to, if you didn't want to dry your own florals, get something very natural in there. Again, with that clear applied base to it. There are no flea bites to any of the pedestals on it. I just love this color. I think it is absolutely beautiful. All right, so we've got the measurement again at 9.5 by a 4-inch diameter. We got Miss Jules in it at 35. Thank you very much, lady. Let's do the countdown for you. Here we go. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. No, not this is definitely not Fenton. Definitely not Fenton. The little feetsies on it. I love it. Just those little ruffled toes on it. There is our flower bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I do appreciate you, lady. We got Miss Jules in it at 35. Congratulations and thank you, lady. It's coming to you. Let me set this one back here. Get you written down here, lady. Okay, so this is a fun, is it Christmas? Is it winter? Is it year round? It's totally up to you. It could be a Stephen and Williamson's base. This is my thing with it. Like mostly they have like more dense glass. That one's a little thin. It's a little thin. It could be, but okay. So our next piece. Let's start her off at 25. If anybody, I appreciate you working and lurking. Thank you. We'll start it off at 25. Where is it? We've got another hand painted piece of Fenton with the sticker. This one, y'all, I can't read it. It's D something. You got me. I mean, maybe y'all will be able to see it a little bit better than I am. But here, of course, we do have the Fenton sticker still on it. It is in like a custard glass base glass. Look at this. I love the yellow the gold speckling on the entirety of cut shawl. I feel that's fair. I feel that could be cut shawl. But do you see the gold flecked throughout? It runs the entirety. Look at that. It's got a very like clam broth glass vibe to it. We do have the white florals painted both on front, on back, and of course on the tail feather. I love this. I think this would be beautiful in your Christmas display. Clearly, it wouldn't have to go just in Christmas. This would go in like the French country, the shabby chic. I think it could blend in well with like a bohemian. The bird's a little sassy. She's got her eye closed there. She's saying, "Hmm." The eyes are just in a small brush stroke and like a green accent. Okay, no chips or cracks to the bird at all. Beautiful hand painting. I love it's clearly not a monochromatic, but the colors are not fighting against one another. The bird at the tip of the tail feather, you are in it at 4.5 inches, 4.5 inch rise on that. And then from beak to tail feather, the length, you are in it at 7 inches. Okay. So 4.5 inch height, 7.5-inch length. Thank you, Miss Barbara, for your bid of 25. The artist is Debbie Cutshaw. Debbie Cutshaw on that one, y'all. Sleeping Bee coming in at 26. Again, no chips or cracks to it. The tail feather kind of shows, you can see like that ring of fire up here, where it does give it more of like that clam broth glass to it. It's not antique glass, clearly, but Miss Barbara is back in it at 27, close up of the tail feather painting. And again, here on the body, I love this. I think it is such a sweet little piece. And if you do have anybody that is a collector, an enthusiast, perhaps the flowers or the bird means something to you, this would make an excellent gift, I feel, right? All right, Sleeping Bee in at 28. Ladies, thank you both. Let's go ahead and do the countdown for you. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Birdie. Miss Barbara got your just in case of 33. Appreciate you. Sleepy Bees holding at 28, but with there is our chickie bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. With that bid end, Miss Barbara got her just in case in just in time. So at 29, congratulations and thank you, Barbara. It is coming to you. Let's get you written down. All right. Let's do a swung vase. Now, this is a smaller swung vase. It's not huge. We'll start it off at 35 if anybody is interested. It is Fenton milk glass without the stamp. Okay, no stampy stamp on that one. Bam, look at that. I love how dramatic this swing on is on it. It's very uniform. I mean, it's not identical, but the overall look of it is very uniform. Of course, you've got all of the little nubbins on there, fingers, if you will, knuckles is really how I see them. This one is coming in for y'all at 13 and 1/4. 13 and 1/4 inches tall, no chips and no cracks on her. I mean, it's super spilled milk on this one, right? Ooh, you spilled the milk. Of course, there is a hobnail detail on it. So a miniature swung vase kind of collection. Let's pull out that blue satin one. Of course, both of these are Fenton, but I love that together. Full winter vibes to it, or maybe you just love the pastel colors. Milk glass is a great addition to it. Very traditional mid-century kind of look to it. But the milk glass, I think, in my opinion, lends itself, yeah, to its versatility, right? Again, no chips, no cracks on that. We're coming in at 13 and 1/4 inches. It is unstamped Fenton. Okay. No stamp. Do you put anything in it? I wouldn't, right? Kind of ruin the movement on that piece. It does go with everything 100%. All right, we got Miss Beth C coming in at 35. I appreciate you, lady. 13 and 1/4 inches tall. No stamp on that Fenton Beauty. Low. Pat's Girls coming in also at 35. Thank you, ladies, both. I am going to go ahead and start the countdown for you. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, ladies, for your bids. Oh, Miss Beth C got your just in case, lady. Pat's got high bid at 40. Bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B, for that milk glass bid end. Literally. All righty, Pats, I appreciate you, lady. Bestie with that just in case of 52 at 41. Lady, it is coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, let's get your written name. Let's put a little ho 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 in today's sale. Now, I really debated getting this piece. I didn't know if I would, whatever, la, 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 la. The condition of it is what made me ultimately pull the trigger on getting it. I'm going to start it at 45. If anybody is interested, we are going to go with the plush Santa here. Y'all, his plush is in very good vintage condition, especially the white. He was definitely well cared for. Um, the white is still very vibrant. The plush itself is still plush, right? It's not matted down, it's not discolored. I put a lot of time into those lips and the blush. Look at that. Now, this is not a rubber base. It's not a soft vinyl. It is one of the harder ones, but it's not like the really brittle, thin Santa or plastic on him. I love this head sculpt so very much. Those white brows, there's no rips, there's no tears, there's no stains to him. Like I say, the plush is still plush. He will stand for you. He's not the most stable of standards, of course. Now he is coming in at 19 and a half inches tall. So from the base to the top of his little pom-pom Santa hat, 19 and a half inches tall. He does have his little vinyl belt, which is still nice and clean. It's not dried out. As with many of the vintage plush, you do see the hand stitching here to kind of seal him up. He's a very firm plush. He's not a squishy one. Now his arms are stuck in this save me pose. There's no wire armature. Is there? Oh my gosh, there is a wire armature in there. So I mean you could do a little like Santa works out. That's right, kids. Eat your Wheaties. Very good condition. Okay. See, there is no tag on him, so I can't be specific as to who may have made him. Definitely manufactured, not like a mommy made product, but the colors just, they're so vibrant. Well, welcome back, Dusty. Appreciate you. So 19 and a half inches on the plush Santa. Very good vintage condition. Plush is still nice and soft on him. Who doesn't need a Santa that works out? But again, there is a wire armature in there. So you could just do like give me a C, give me an H, give me an R, give me an I, give me an S, give me a T. Christmas. Alrighty, guys, no interest on him. I'm going to set him to the side and we're going to keep it moving. All right, so here's the deal. I'm just gonna do it like this. I do have two more of the Fenton Cranberry pieces. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of interest in them, so I'm just gonna ask the question and we'll save the time on doing it. I do have the console bowl and the Fenton Cranberry, and I also have the miniature Rose Bowl. So if anybody is interested, just say console bowl or Rose Bowl, and I will offer them up. If nobody's really interested in the cranberry hobnail, right on. I'm just going to set them to the side. And like I said, we're going to save time and we're just going to move on to the other stuff. So let me know if I do see it in the chat. Woo, almost dropped it. I will come back to this, okay? All right. Let's do something. Um, Okay, KBEE, you want me to throw up the Rose Bowl? Well, then I'll go ahead and do that really quick for you, lady. Fenton, the small Fenton. Okay, we'll do that one then. I will start it at 25 kBEE if you're interested in that at that price. This is one of the darker cranberries. There's no chips, there's no cracks to this piece. Okay, it is the smaller one. This one is coming in at 4.5 inches tall, 4.5 inches tall, and a diameter. And again, from ruffle to ruffle, you are coming in at exactly 5 inches. All right, KBEE is in it for the win at 25. It is unstamped Fenton Cranberry, of course, with the opalescent effect to it. I left a piece of scotch tape on there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I won't, KVE, if you really want me to put the scotch tape back on there with your purchase, I can accommodate. You just let me know. All right, let's go ahead and do the countdown then for you real quick. Remember, only KBEE can use her just in case at this point. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Ooh. No condition issues, lady. Playing that safe. All right, there's our purple purse bid end. Thank you, Mr. Ruthie B. KBEE. Congratulations and thank you again at 25. She's coming to you, lady. All right. So we're gonna hold off on the console. Let me figure that out. Okay, KBEE right down. Oh no, my pen's dying, y'all. Oh, don't do that to me now. Just have to work it out. All right, let's do some beautiful Westmoreland lilac or think Viking tea berry. It is a miniature swan base. We'll start her off at 20. If anybody is interested, I love this color. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Very, like I said, it's more of a lilac than an amethyst with that opalescent effect to it. So again, this piece is Westmoreland, though it is not stamped. You have no chip, pardon me, you have no chips, no cracks on that. Look at how opaque that becomes with that opalescence at the top. It's just an absolutely beautiful shade of purple of lavender. Oh, Miss Suzanne said, okay, let me just so no chips or cracks. This one, the miniature bud base, this is coming in at 7.1/4 inches tall. 7.1/4 inches tall. Think outside the box when it comes to your winter decor. So it does give you like a little bit of a frosty vibe to it, right? So this, I think, again, if you kind of think outside the box, would go great with your milk glass. If you have your other pastels, thinking about this with the jadeite, if you were a jadeite collector, I think that would be stunning. This would go great, of course, for your spring, your Easter decor, but I just think it's an absolutely beautiful shade. All right, Miss Tracy West, Miss Madeline is in it at 25. I appreciate you, ladies. Speaking of Christmas shopping, a great gift. Miss Ouch in it at 26. No chips or cracks. Again, 7.1/4 inches tall. I love the size on this piece. That beautiful Westmoreland with the opalescence. Let's do the countdown for you, ladies. Here we go. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Yeah, it does have a Fostoria. I thought it was, honestly, Ladonna, I thought it was Fostoria. Then I looked it up and it's only as Westmoreland. But it does have the Fostoria vibe to it, right? There is our frosty bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruth the B. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. Congratulations, and thank you, Miss Suzanne. Lady at 26, it's coming to you. Thank you. All right. We'll get your written name. Okay, my pen's coming back to life. All right, let's do this item. What am I doing? Learn to type. We're going to start her off at 20. This is the reason most of us celebrate Christmas. So we've got this is the Botticelli, the painting that we will see. Clearly it's made in real wood, but it is made in Florenza, Italia. Okay. So all of the labels are still original to the piece. It is one of the icons. All right. So we have a total height on this at 7.5 inches tall. 7.5 inches tall. If you're not familiar, Val's knows. You rotate these to the front, you open them up, bam. So we have the Madonna and Child, and of course we do have the angels there on the side. So very Catholic, and it's, I mean, clearly, right, Italy. Absolutely beautiful. These are paper labels that have been adhered to the wood. Absolutely beautiful. It's the Italian icons. Okay. These are just so beautiful. Clearly, for the holiday season for Christmas, this is a beautiful addition, right? Far more traditional or religious aspect to the holiday season, but certainly something that could be left out year round. Now, when we take a flat measurement, again, it's at what did I say? 7.5 inches, and then you have a length at 9.5. But it does open like an easel. Okay. No condition issues on this at all. Agreed. An excellent gift. Miss Barbara, Bobby, how are you doing? Is in at 25 also. Val's I'm seeing coming in at 27. Miss Barbara holding it down at 28. So again, you've got the Botticelli painting made in Florenza, Italy. Okay. It's a relatively simple front on this one, but look at that. I love these. All right, KBEE in at 29. They make them in a variety of heights from, very small to quite large and very elaborate. So, ladies, thank you all for the bids. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. 7.5 inches tall, 9.5 inches, from end to end here if you laid it out flat. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Oh, holy night. Miss Barbara ain't playing around with that just in case. Oh, KBEE coming in. There is our holy bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruth the B. Appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. Greatly appreciated. KBEE came in with that just in case of 42, but Miss Barbara really kept it safe with that just in case of 45. So at 43, congratulations and thank you again, Barbara. It is coming to you. Get you written down here, lady. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Well, that is the end of the official sale, but we do have some surprise items. I have three surprise items for you. Let me get some coffee right quick here because it's getting a little dried out. Yes, don't forget. Thank you for the reminders and thank you, Kim and Ruthie, for putting the links in the chat. Tomorrow evening, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be having a vamp sale, virtualantiquemarketplace.com live sale. I will be streaming here on YouTube, so you can watch it on YouTube, but please keep in mind because it will be auction style. In order to actually bid, you will have to be one, a member of AMP, which is absolutely free. There's no subscription fee or anything like that. Um, so you do have to be a member of VAMP. And to bid, you have to be on VAMP to be able to bid. It is going to be buyer's choice. It is going to be my secret stash of tiny treasure Christmas items. We've got ceramic head angels with the organza. We will have a variety of pine cone elves, both like the generic Japan, the shiny bright, the ones in the actual like wire apertures that they tuck them in. There are some vintage bump chenille birds. There's a peacock, which is absolutely beautiful. So it's going to be all vintage tiny treasures. It'll be buyer's choice. If you are unfamiliar as to what buyer's choice is, the camera will be front facing, so you won't see me, but you will see the board. And on the board, there will be like, I don't know how many items I'm going to put on the board. We'll see how wide the frame is, but like 15 items will be on the board, and whoever has the high bid gets to pick the item they want most off of the board. Once that item is pulled off, I'll replace it with something else, and then we'll do it again. I Because it's at 8 p.m., we'll see how quickly it goes. I have up to 45 different choices. Um, so we'll see whether it's time, whether it's items. We'll just try to get through it, but it is all vintage tiny treasure Christmas buyer's choice, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, on Vamp, Virtual Antique Marketplace. The link for Vamp is down below in the description of the video. So if you're not a member, you don't have to put in credit or debit card information to be a member, just your name, your last name, and a username and password. Um, and that'll get you in there. And if you want to make a purchase, that's then when, of course, you would enter any credit or debit card information. Okay. It is through Stripe. All payments are processed through Stripe. So it is extremely safe and secure. I know many people aren't familiar with the name Stripe, but it is the payment processor that Amazon uses, or not eBay, Walmart. So if you've ever done a transaction off of Amazon or Walmart, you've used Stripe, okay? All right, let's do some secret items, shall we? Let me roll my card over here because I ran out of room. I know y'all were just wanting to see up my nose, but glad I could accommodate that. This is a very special piece. This colorway in this mold does not come around often. So yeah. Now I'm going to start her off at 40. This isn't just any old blue. No, ladies and gentlemen. This is, in fact, Blunique. So you know it's Viking. It is the Viking Cabbage Blunique candy dish. Now, yesterday I had a smaller, clear cabbage dish from Viking. This one, it doesn't have a sticker, does it? No, does not have its sticker. There are no chips. There are no cracks to this. Look at that color saturation. Now, unlike the Fenton Colonial Blue, this is more of an indigo. So you do see a bit of like a purple undertone to it. Okay, almost like a midnight blue. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. No chips, no cracks. Again, it is the Viking Blunique Cabbage Rose Candy Dish. All right. The sculpt on this, where the leaves are the actual bowl, I think is phenomenal. Then they played it, like I pointed out yesterday, why I love this detail where they put the leaves up here and then leave the finial almost like a glass bauble. I don't know why I love that so on this piece, but I do. So you do have the leaves repeated on the lid with some dead space in there, which I love because it doesn't visually busy it up. Thank you, Miss Pammy Whammy. I got you in at 40. No chips, no cracks. This one is coming in at 8 inches tall, 8 inches tall, and a diameter on that one at 7. Okay. Viking glass is just so slick and shiny. I mean, it does look like candy. Oh, look at that indigo being picked up right over here. Do you see that there? I love this piece. I think it is absolutely stunning. And of course, you do have a pattern there on the foot of the candy dish. So again, no chips, no cracks, no flea bites to her at all. It is the Viking cabbage, pardon me, in the blue neat, gorgeous color. Miss Pammy Whammy has got it at 40. Well, it is classic, yes. Let's go ahead and start the countdown for you. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bit end. And while we're talking about Vamp, don't forget then, oh my gosh, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, Misty will also be having a Vamp sale, and it is going to be again a buyer's choice with a Christmas theme. Okay, so you do have both of those sales coming up on Vamp. I gotta set this down carefully. Thank you for the blue heart bid end, Miss Ruthie B. Appreciate you, lady. Pammy Whammy, lady. $40. Get it. It's coming to you. Congratulations and thank you. All righty. Now, here's going to be a super shock for you. I said there was a Kitschy Kitty surprise bonus item. This one's going to start off at $35. If, of course, anybody is interested, let's see if anybody can guess it before I show you. Let me scroll back up here. Okay. No condition issues. Do you know? Who is it? Do you know? It is Lefton. It is the one. This is the cereal bowl, which is very hard to get, or the children's bowl. Children's or cereal bowl, interchangeable, right? Not that I would ever eat a bowl of cereal, right? But I definitely need a bigger bowl than that. This is the cereal bowl or children's bowl of Miss Priss. Okay. There's no chips, there's no cracks. Tony the Tiger. No flea bites on this one. So clearly, look at that little cutie. Those eyelashes, okay? Excellent condition, y'all. She's got a total rise on her. I did a rise measurement at 1.5 inches, so 1.5 inches, and then the total length. And I did measure from like here to here at the longest in diameter. That is at 6 inches. Okay, so 1.5 by 6, right? But just imagine though, going to somebody's home and this is what you were eating out of. Would you just not die? Like that person was a good person. That was a bright, sunny, happy person. Love it. All right. So we've got the Miss Priss cereal or children's bowl. No condition issues, no chips, no cracks, no flea bites to it. Look at those edges, right? So, obviously whoever had it wasn't serving out of it. And of course, we do have our original Lefton sticker on that one. Okay. Whether you display her as such, like I would hate to see this as a trinket dish or a catch-all. The paint is under glaze. However, especially if you put like your keys in there, you do risk scratching that glaze over time, creating hairlines in it. But to each their own, I would just simply display it. Obviously, in like a little plate stand, that would be absolutely darling. Okay. So no condition issues there. We started her off at 35. So we don't see any interest on that piece. So I will set that to the side. And then we will conclude with our final surprise mystery item. This is a two-piece set. You're going to get both. There is a hairline in one of the two pieces. That said, I priced accordingly. I will start it at 50 if anybody is interested. This is a twofer, okay? So let me see. There's the hairline. Okay. I do want to draw your attention to it. There is a hairline in this piece. Okay. The other one is in phenomenal condition. The one with the hairline is the Miss Priss Creamer. That's right, boys and girls. So it is a two-piece set. What would the creamer be without dun, 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 the sugar? Sugar is in great condition, no chips, no cracks to sugar. Now, neither of them have their leptin sticker on it, but how sweet are these little cuties? I know, her face is everything. KBEE, I got you in it at 50. So again, sugar bowl. Oh, geez, Michael, get aggressive. No chips, no cracks, no flea bites. You know, the flower on the top of her hair is in really good condition. That's more often than not where you see the condition issues. So you do, of course, get the sugar in flawless condition. And you do have the creamer. She displays beautifully, but she does have that hairline back there. Okay, so just that you know. We got KBEE coming in at 50. This is, of course, for this set. You are going to get both. Appreciate that bid, lady. And let's go ahead and we're going to do the countdown for you. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I'm going to set these down. Of course, it is for the set. KBEE girl, you got that just in case in? I don't think you're gonna need it. Boom, kitty cat, bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I appreciate it. KBEE, lady, you are getting them at $50. Insane. Congratulations and thank you. Alrighty, guys. Well, there you have today's sale. I appreciate it. Thank you all again for being here with me today. Certainly appreciate it. As I always say, there is never any one way in which to support. It all adds up into my ability to be able to get up here and to be able to do this full time for a living. It is greatly appreciated. I want to give a huge round of applause again to Miss Ruthie B for helping me out and really making this sale run that much smoother. I want to thank Miss Kim for helping out by putting in links down in the chat. Lady, I greatly appreciate that and thank you for taking time out. Lisa, I hope to see you tomorrow evening. I am looking forward to that. Definitely tomorrow evening over on Vamp. I am going to be having again a Christmas sale. It is all buyer's choice. High bid gets to pick whatever item off of the board that they would like. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you for being here. So I will have that sale tomorrow evening over on Vamp. And of course, don't forget then, Misty will also be having a Christmas themed sale over on Vamp, and that will be Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Again, I will be sending out invoicing this evening. I don't think, I think I have everybody's contact information, so I shouldn't be waiting. Yeah, I've got everybody's contact information. So, I mean, if you've already sent it out or you want to send it out to me again, I certainly don't mind. It's appreciated. Again, y'all, thank you for being here. Invoicing will go out tonight. Appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, I will hopefully get to see y'all tomorrow evening again over on Vamp at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for being here. Thank you again. Hey, Tiffany, how are you doing? Thanks for pop. You know, Tiffany, I constantly like, I do let people know that you've got a beautiful glass best Christmas tree collection. I'm just, okay. Thank you everyone for being here. Oh yes, Richard, the 17th. That's right. Sunday is Richard's birthday. Yeah. The big 5-1. Y'all, thank you for being here. Oh, Lisa, are you a Sag too? Yeah. Oh my gosh, do because I love it. Tiffany, show it off. I know people love to see. So that would be awesome. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a good rest of the day. Hopefully, I will be able to see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all be safe, have fun, and I'll see y'all tomorrow evening. Bye, guys.